confidence bounds. And yebeshe say, oh, models are omo use no asosana ekona na because ebiasi pen models no ebia enkoyi ebia etimi koyi. Enti ye nyina ye ni di ekire ye hwe se na ebekọ no na one say America omo voting trends no and to say ye de no omo system no election system no is a little bit complex than ye de na ye be kan ni na abom na obe nya 50% plus 1 no na oko na ono na wini omo de no omo hwe popular votes no ansana omo hwe electoral votes no dodo a obenya ansana ye be declare as a winner enti ye ni de akiri ye hwe pa
because I know the mam samra oho o hwe America sena polls no wo ye no ho ne ma wo de toto ne ye wo Ghana hana unhune den say are we copying the same things and I say yetumi the innovation bi aba ndima na if say wo hwe wonde no work otumi kekasi so na fei wo boba wo say ebenpa yen ha de ebedu ba bi kura na fei nkrofo bi sebe bo wontirimu na nwa kuku figures bi abetu abonten post bi aba wo bo say mo ye statistics wo hu say insiaga you know then what are we lacking here? What are we doing wrong here?
Oh, niama bibri na esansi wo abatu. On say polling na some people are not straightforward. Wo important hanu. Somebody decide somebody may decide say oh me pese me to aba mawi but obisana onka and most people sit on the fence and omo nchire omo adwin se na ebekọ no and na eya eba ne sa no but who use models me to me who say your voting pattern and trends no and shedans some bebre sa nti o hwase na nkrofo to omabana depending on the area and answer constituency ube say oh we na eko and answer we na eko
yeah masa ba ho mamenko hamano so zoom na me ne Dr. Kwesi Amache Boateng nkokasa Dr. Amache Boateng memawajo Doctor memawajo utemenka
hello
bajo kasa na mintie
yes sir mo ha say
doctor memawajo bio doctor me di say wode wani adi ne ekoso wa America yechi wo hwe ne ma ekoso wo ho so far what impressions den na wahu den na wate na wadwene kire wo den wa America batwa ene what we
ndose akwanya odi ama memichia anuanom a omo kan hona yidi sa enkomoyi na michia wa hwefo ni wa ti
ma wonne so kakra man
okay midase michia team for michia anuanom a omo enyina yidi enkomoyi wan kasa so michia no otuma yefo nyina enokra ni se kabmami kabi amu abatro edi akotini yie isan se emayekwan ema yeye enema atitru bi bakopa ni akontabu a abanya owoso no mre aso na omanma enso kan bi to mu gina enema akoso oso anidaso a saa amanyofoi ede ama omu gina so akire se amanyoko we munni oman nanim na akuntabu emre pa na feso mo agina so ayi oman no mu empelifo eyani bre akansie papa yani bra kansie nti uhwe said the nsem no akoso no ade di kan the Republican Party womo sign ayi owura Donald Trump womo primaries no mu nyina no mehwe kakra nipa ne bi eyi wo muti but mre anche kra no mu nyina san twi sign owura Donald Trump ni party no pen Republican Party anche kra the Justice Department omukura no mu ontwa to onye said na kojina court di na sema na difo the party no epelo din a ogina na so na said na nuanum eken nhwehwemu a akuakuo posters in the United States edi egu akwan mu omamu no nyina nipa dodo asan epe nukura ne se oni Joe Biden ekoye omukototu wo mu ano ene pie prako presa Joe Biden otimi enyina kra na anamo a sonko Democratic Party san omu presidential candidate America kra bi na yato aba ansana ray ebey nti akansie no modin na sa akansie we se su no ejina brand o kwan sonko bebre so omampani obai mfie nan na oman no abatu mu udi nkugu okofie wanyi abatu no emu nsem antum nsem osie United States of America me friend say it was an attempted coup d'etat nsem osie nyansem kitwa ana nipa kroye yi asamba ena the first time semamit mi di nkunimu a that will be the first time United States of America almost ebenya oba obeye omampani ni nyina aka homa akansie emu eyedu ensemo asi posters ni nyina America for political scientists social commentators omu nyina gidise yentu abani wi ya untimi en shedding din se beko bunkuma na se beko nifa enti ayakansi a emu odi ewo enema bebre a emanu ye first sa akansi mu na ni titru ni se enye mre kra ema obi a enye mre ema obi a bibi esi wo fa ben na edi
eyi mo de prapra kwan ye beba nkomo no so ma menko Professor Edward Brenya ho prof mawajo prof oha
yo dog me joso ebru
anojo ide ma se wobre fachame na mom ne ekoso wa America won afi aseto aba ne ekoso yi nhune den wa adwene kire wo den kan bibi kire me ne mfamfi ase na afi nkomon den atre mu den na
yo dog me joso na mechia yenuanum a sabe odi abase ye medisa nkomai na machia wadwumayefo ene wahwefo ne wachiefo nyina na se ya chiefo ne ahwefo no omadwun betima dan opa no prof edikai kan se yefa American about 2 year ene Ghana de no boabra kakra na bra ebo ne se Ghana se yekoto aba enam se ye di popular vote no ena yi omampani obedi nkunim na America de no entisa America is both on the electoral vote no enti no uhu ne se yekoto aba wa America ya na emprepi no ya na bebia ona otu franka no watakoye campaign bebre na say state etati umudin no ya na eswa afiwe abato no ayakoye state enso na ni nyina gina the electoral vote na kan America total electoral vote near 538 na 538 no omampani a obetime nyam 270 ene e ka say ya no win nti no ebetime ba say ube win popular vote no na nso electoral vote no na wa kwa kolusu ye hu be pen 2016 ABC Democrats win the popular vote, but in the end they did not win the presidency. Now saying Osha America almost states are blue wall states are among the Democrats in there. When a states who are Republican they are an electoral vote they say states na Democrats for them. Electoral vote how can you 226. Baby, so I save for Republicans, you know. Almost our electoral vote 219. I fear about 2024 about 7 states. Almost total electoral vote here 93. And no, and now about 20 almost. 7 states, you know. 7 states have been Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, Michigan, and Nevada. Obia wo the electoral voter. So me find say the Pennsylvania, for instance, it was 19. Nevada the it was 6. Now electoral vote here, mostly in the America for no. First so the Chinese say, nipa dodo a who state no wo. So for instance, we come to say California, total population is about 39 million. And to 54 electoral votes. And now state also Vermont. The total population is 690,000. And the electoral vote is 3. And the same for way, like say, America for 2 aba. Omo 2 aba mo. Na mo 2 aba mo a, omo no akọ gina America mem, akọ ye the oya mampani. Na offer all the states, with the exception of Nebraska, any Maine. Nebraska, the number of congressional seats, because a parliamentary seats, no, Dodua, Ubenyano, parties in Benyano, and then almost vote no. We is a state if we were all the other states, no. So when you winning the popular vote in the state, automatically the total electoral vote now, you the man. Now, you can't swing states here. And
I'm going to ask him 1 minute. Mesa ba ho.
Enya Constance.
Baby a wedun udi gina ho. Meba ho. Ma menko Dr. Santo na fe munya mo 11 na fe wo bebu ani. But I me dey say we start setting the tone. But meba ho. Ndi wudi som kakra bi. Yo, ma menko afiri ne so na menko Dr. Santo. Dr. Sante.
Doc name.
Yeah.
Aminia. But out to
Nka. Ane define yensem yetiatia. Ne ekoso America ma wo initial remarks na fe nkomo no mfiase. Initial remarks. Uhu ne den ne ekoi is the value the same Trump or Harris? Is the value the same? Initial remarks na fe yamra.
Yo me da was mamintia wetie for ne wahwefo nyina enwumre em say Jumadi no ne unfortunately you know ya check aka wa ya shasi mu edi kan am say America the largest democracy in the world omo wa kono so omo yi either say Democrat for continuity and I say omo yi Republican for a change so far no sure issues are agitated the minds of the electorate and the campaign itself, say more of immigration issues, the economy, taxes, foreign policy, because America, your mind be not in terms of say be elections, but in terms of the way and manner run the affairs of the country, their foreign relations near there, and they are a formidable state or country to reckon with. And at this point in time, we just have to wait for a little and see and find out exactly what is likely to transpire. I think Prof was giving the nitty-gritty of the structure of the elections, the electoral colleges, and so on and so forth. I think it's probably when we go deeper into the discussion now, maybe he may want to continue on that tangent. But at this point in time, I'm Ghana for so we are much eager to know exactly how Sanya and Tokano ever qualify in terms of the elections. And believe you me, and check, I'm to have new year and check, burn up on maybe about qualify. But to say, we see, HSN, MPP for me, HSN, this, I mean, those things are just superstitious, believe, and they are not scientific. And in the media, they may understand, say, so far so good. Unfortunately, 2 attempts have been made on the life of Benjamin Trump, and I think it was not worth it. The more to me, it beef up the security, because that would have been a blight in the democracy of the United States, and to have been very bad. It would have been very, very bad. And so far they've been able to manage up to this point. And they want to count the vote in a very quick flash manner, so that it will be determined. So in the media they met in the beginning, no.
Wachire wadwene afi yemra nkomo nankasa so you Dr. Nzakwe yerba hobio wo hwe yem question yede to one o 2024 US election, Trump or Harris, is the value the same? Say nipa ya wogina ama won ato aba ma won wa America yi Trump ene yem mama Kamala Harris so what to aba ma won nsakra bi beba nia ekoso wa America ni America fugedi nia wodi adwuma no sa bibia ekoso wo Biden abanimu Kamala ka ho non se wotoma Kamala ana se wotoma Trump so bibi besesa
bibi besesa
dan na besesa
nima bibi yanka is Kamala nakasano on a Biden deputy on a vice president enti order so or papa musesia on a vice president now so wama dey say onua beje free neka onua be president obey ni may be different
then obey ni different.
For example, one examples be also economy no obehwe na asetem ayemre okakra ama amanfo ojetu se nyema mu prices ekosro grocery prices nyema wototo shop money ade no ekosro ndo ojetu mu also ebeba firm afi so wasa ashebo say abortion and nyema bi America for issue for one voting no ono obey okwa obefa so on fact Trump be a Trump gina no he ha no gina enti nyema pi be different wo America ho am America frankasa obi apese ababo na yeye ma America for now so wo akwan different obi a che se won fa so man yi ebi na maka no not foreign affairs nso a they very different kra Trump a che se ono se no or perimeter different. For example, so example, Trump akasa no se oba power no enche kra ahoho wan ba America wan fa mra kwanso ya ma no obepam nyina Trump aka no pain so obepam ahoho a wan fa kwan papa so ma nyina Trump aka no pain so say otamfo no mfi abonten na wa atamfo a wa America hodo ma oba on won bidi enti no value no it not be the same. Obia with different approach, Obia with different objectives, Obia with different priorities, different emphasis. And they say Obia when you often teach you, Obia when you are aye here sen. Enti okwen bia so no, ye mare yen sen ya esite no, sen bebem. Na eba yen amano nso so a foreign policy so a ye me pie besesa. For example, Trump aka no pempen says on over power sa America mwa wodema Ukraine no on over obesan adwe ho bio on die chi pempen sa
ayasempa nyokan ayasempa
ejinase na wo si hwe no sofa ono ase onam kwan bi so a asomdwe beba kwanko no on kyereye but ono say on soya akode nkoma Ukraine for keke senya wore ye nesesi ano na senya be ya okunu be jane de on chire ye interne say ye bibia waka Israel say Trump the Israel for echi papa a ohim kra Palestine for no na nsema of Canada Trump of fine bibia with Israel chipinting or queer cost over Gaza then the Trump on fano near Assam Casibia into Eba foreign affairs and I say I'm an honest system to say I best Trump also said the can say I know the upper power make America great again and they say as I say America can say yeah nene botais in the name and yet we are some then a month for one summer and Assam not simply to say be America for be Nyahujo. No one say your man can see you. Ain't value in the end yet the same. Or when be as soon as best.
Not so as a son. A idea ever America for. Wash a near ma okay to the foreign policy as a son. So yen men a jawan out and foreign policy huniama. Na foreign policy says a son America. Ever America for. Sir Trump ba no be sesa niam ne bebre kosuru bi a wo hwe bebwa wo
Sir Trump bo Sir Harris bo obia chese obesesa niam though Trump no chese obesesa no bebre asesania oba no sika fade na mo se bebwa America fa na mu America fa de se wonya sesa na na yebi hu yentimi kan sesi a na obia chese sesa no bebwa America fo na ya America fonko obi aso chese ebebua wiase afane nyina na so no kware ne se emano sa ade bia sia ebua binum sin binum edi ma binum endi ma binum so na nyema Trump aka na bi wo no ma ema yen Ghana for example yen kometu ebi se waka se immigration oba obepama hoho a wo America wan koyi nyina ebi fu bebre ka ho interne say eye osuro sem e fu bebre because enye wonyi people in here correct waka so ba ene ya adis na ni back na say be bu America fa na mbu awon ene de edusu a na ye bi
maybe say asem if say ye ntwa ngani nhwe Ukraine Russia Ukraine America de won hu ahyem mu pa e ba say America say Trump wini no say men Ukraine men sasa akode nkoma won na ho niama ni insunsan so de edebeba na wunye ni se ebe ha wiase ana ebe ha Africa
ebe one would the Ukraine nyina patch say yes ebe ha wiase because wa patch say ni Russia re ye no ye SCD or Russia re gbepo keke enti say wo ma Russia kwa na Russia di nkunima obekọ soja at the same at the corner kwaya man foforo into one out would you create the near what can say ebe how we are say now so be so chest say we just as seminar sa akonde na kometu na bombe na basabasa koso nyina no eto bebe wi na say we jana yama wan akodi bia bia ebe ma asumje kasa no akoso yi into again won't to mean generating can say ye and say ye esia you say ebesi aye na fa but e bin pin slow say Trump ba na say akodia America suama Ukraine bebre sa no won pa na wugina Ukraine fo na chi so wo fi ope Ukraine wo be che wo fi ope Russia fo be di Ukraine fo so e bin fro so say ba sa enye Ukraine pe e na sabi nani be guase wo be bo no na mo me be ma Russia enya ahodin akọ amanfo fro so esisi obia na wo fere say no yiye ma democracy and as a common kabina min kabia abembu no wo fere say yiye ma no
wo hwe san komo ya ye ken a UN bibi be sesa wo ho ana
UN de se obanu nyao se bema no nyo ni ebe sesa no ebia ye kasibi if you say one nyina ka say what UN echi one nyina ka say one UN one in yourself but when you na say UN no e more effective and I say to me na adwuma yiye na Trump aka say no de oba ni a ohwe no first ne America kese ye nti eno kire say feku bo na UN na den enye ne priority America kese ye na enye ne priority nti say ebasa na say ode ene ye adwuma dia UN will be less powerful so say UN no for example Russia yekoso wo Ukraine yekoso wo Gaza UN ntumi ye ho bibi wa bo modern anso enyeyi wakasa anso enyeyi enti say America dey ankoyi ya ebema emu ayede more ama UN no ene adia eye hu ba me nyina eba so na ye bi ho say egbesi ayi
na UN niema ye den ma won as ene se na ebekun etie wiase nyina
already na fiase kutia wiase nyina ebia ne climate change ebia ne weather some ekoso yi wiase say na ye ameni na ye baby boom na ye de kutia sa ne maniema no enwim a sakra basabasa ye ntiase ni na afi abrabo aye bo ni na afi nsu aye sei no ni na afi nyema ye nye ne yiye UN aka nsama ma ye ntumi nsesa enti se eba se tumi sesa wa America na se ni obebe bia ntumi anya bi pepa afamu dia ebe kan wiase nyina ene na ema America elections no ema obia di echi no because ye be si wo no bia no wiase afa na nyina eka obia enye nyina na ebe to aba no but susan so no de America yes kese search say na ebe si wo no no ebe kan nyina
me question am be twa to democracy enam wiase eye ododo amemu no obia no oberema ni dia ye be hu ne dan nsakra beba ho
ni ani papi ikane say Trump no woni na aka say wo pe democracy America constitution no kire say bibia ko democracy ododo abembo no so na mom ni ye nyema bi dem Trump aye no me binim suro say ono ba democracy no emwa papa nya wa ni bi ne say bra olusi ekwe twato no nyema bi course on 6 January bra olusi elections no next difo no call one parliament call attacking crofo na democracy mo no wanya desa won fa kona we yesa ebi nso suro so say democracy mo nso no ni SSA o kire ni odi nkonim ni electoral commission nti ebi nso say Trump ana say obano Anthony Boase na won an kire ni wedi nkonim ene ya wedi nkogu na say wa so ebo wo ho sabranse mi na mawini a masu dream enti democracy no de no kware say one constitution ma ho kwan ma wan yade foforo but they been so say Trump person eba Trump so ensem a democracy be dey mia kakra but ono so say entesa na no di democracy di na oba obema democracy akoso pepepe enti say ya to e no kware yo ye ntumi nkyere
yo Professor Noti mo de ja statistics yi munim niam ekọ any modeling na ho niam America se na wo hwe se na media no eye won adwuma won analysis na wo hwe aden na won modeling any won sa niam den na ma ama wotumi model niam na ayekoyi pa ma won na wotumi hu ade na wo se eben pa bikura de a na ye pin wo de toto nya ye wa hana den na de ama won sa edge no
osha omo polling no omo niama konkan sing yen before Ghana anti dia omo use omo de be ye polling no e konkan pa
ebini den
ebini some of the methodologies that they use
akwanga wanam so
omo nam so
omo de
ye ehwehwemu no afen so abrofo some of them are more straightforward in coming out with who they support and why oba bibi forma yen sheda nyesa because ebia wo ojina baby fufro but esan say who did wo baby nti untimi nka say me we afa and I say me we afa but omo ho de omo timi ye nsa enti enu odi tutu ho a omo we nu ekoye pa na usha analysis pollings ni nyina ye no many ede chi kakra
yo
enti usha swing states na
yo
usually omudi ya we na anka almost 7 swing states but currently no aye 10 aye 10 mami mbubo suma
yo bobo
Arizona
yo
Georgia
yo
Virginia
okay
Colorado
yo
Florida
okay
Iowa Nevada New Hampshire and North Carolina and Ohio miamia ya mabuboyi when polls are omaye nyina kire say it is too close to call ebia Kamala Abenya bese 48%.
Who can say too close to call? Wonga wetie no kira ase den.
Too close to call ni say
ebi nso ya
ebi mu bia betimi afa.
Yeah. Enye hu no betimi afa.
Ne betimi enye so clear.
Yo.
Emu nda ho kra enti osha omo modern but was these swing states would tell a lot about the popular votes, how they are going to get, and in addition, the electoral states. The electoral states. Usha electoral states leanings no say Democrats no more electoral states favoring them than the Republicans. However, because of the swing nature of some of the states, no, and that is why people are scared about who will win.
Yo, what share America? One models are what you do, a big complex. Abradun into so kakra. You na den pana what to me dia Emma. But to make a cabo my say a models na say a well planned your friend and system are in place and then because America, you know, one system no crash say election management body per central one be areas dena ne keka bom no one system so no but one calculations no then na account for that
I am say hono they have the architecture. Omaye bibia say at the local level or the electoral level, no, they can even determine everything. And yes, the electoral body no answer. Oh, enti omo achichemu enti sana omo ye no. But ubaye yen hadie na it's not like that. Just say ya come bibia bom our head office and sana you see betimi hu say na ekono and I say na ekono. And systems na omo build yen systems no is not too robust. Ema sa niama no.
Wodi wani di achi no. Mr. Wodi wani di achi no. Wosha places bang na hu say even though you get to say yenkwa anim bebree but wosha hefa na you start ye hu say obi adikan wo baabi is there bibi chrosa is there anything that points to that effect
wosha polls na omaye ni nyina they say wosha baby to say Arizona say Trump is leading by almost 70%. And say you can't we no na say onya below 70%. Georgia and so or leading by 63%. And the Usha some mai who expect say Trump be to me winning but on to me nya senior yabubo no then you can make an inference say oh we were expecting say the modern bono be kan say ebe say but antimi amba de sa wo hwe ne sa na wo betumi aye inference say oh and the ebia olusu sa na uba democrats or nansa bebia omo wini wo no any percentage votes are omunya say omanya ni sa over several of the electoral states or colleges ubetumi hu say enkoye ma
me question last one so wo hwe say no way one calculations no ho niam na America mami say wo kwabonten ko pick data ana say some survey ana say wo data bi a wo manipulating using models on what years ane manana
omo use a combination of both.
Okay.
Omo use data.
Okay.
And some say omo kwabontin so and it is a continuous process. On say data collection there and it might not be too much of a challenge for them for those pollsters there because most of them omenya funding aye sa adeno but uba omamu higher it's a bit difficult say ubenyo obi award nisika to support such an agenda.
Yo, Professor, not my last question. Nefi me jawo nefi me ko baby foforo. Aya, woye election was say exit poll. Ehun Americans the last election woye exit poll. Esom fa so ne den wo se wore ye ukwa election a wunya exit poll a den ne be ye. Mo ye statistics exit poll esom fa so ne den.
Yeah.
Wa batum.
Exit poll no omotimi use no to counter check polls are omaye. Oh, anti ebia why say Arizona say na ebekono. Anti say we exit poll no na say SSA. No one say ebia we na ankoyi.
Okay.
But and then share pepe no one who say oh and there me bubo no sa na ebekono.
Okay. Ni medase Professor Notim mamenko Dr. Machin wo Dr. Machin pacho wo so
Jami wa
yo Dr. Machin pacho wo temenka ma efe yeba yerehwe you eto da bia wo hwe won yeman a wo tumi kirekire wo se bi ye blue state e be a strong state we strongholds e be nso ye ayi wo friend den other state mpacho cheche sa de mu blue state e den na ye strongholds wo se baby ye toss up ne ho ne ama keka bibi kire na tiefo ne ahwefo no wonje na fi yemfa questions ni bi mra ho.
Okay, me do asi Republicans and Democrats omo colors omo traditional colors omo di gina homa omama nyuko no enu ti no se omo hwe states na ba bia yemfa ne se Republicans omo color no red ba bia omo nya manu bibri efi no omo dominate no na hono red state likely say omo be winning and say omo winning over the period inyankoto aba no kra no inim say oba Ghana Ashanti region there party we be winning this region there tino no mo dey gina ho ama blue state for the Democratic Party no mo dey side no so gina ho ama red state for the Republican Party ya the be to brofokasa strongholds no nti baby a party we no na ho din wo bebre pa no no mo di colors no agina ho na fe so omo san so yes ade na blue state di all right but na obo say omo dot red bebre wo and also just say yes, party way dominant South State, you know, and so me bi wo no mo a omo nto aba ma party. And generally colors no omo di gina homa party na ho odin state.
America politics ma aya na efe de eyaboro yen so esane se ubisa wo hu se aha yekoto abe yi president na yato aba ma MPs kire yen se ne a woto aba wa America fa kakra yo mfa yen kwa chi bebre animu ya abobọ so woto a ne a woreto aba yi hefo ne reto na hina no woreto aman wofuwa no worekwa he you fire nko ba bi kakra bi na fe yento aso.
Okay, omo to aba oman empanifo no enyina omo eyom emra sebadwafo no omo to aba womo uyi sede eda ho plane na enyina enim na oman pania kunwa no eno na sisi ya na edimu a epie dindindin nipa nyina ani edi akiri but almost sanso womo senators no omo to abai omo beto ama omampani omo agina na omo yi America mampani no mo san senators no so
We yi ni nyina na breben ena hifu na yi president no yew efize o kenkan won ya na yenti asene se enye won nyina na yi president no na mum nipa bi na yi president hifu na yi president no
enanka posabenya ehase no o se omo generally popular voting. But say na prosabenya no on the basis of the size of states no omo assign achiche the values of the votes. The specifics no meaning no say the prosabenya no. But generally
Dr. So, na me fe yintwam na me wi a ba wo hwe say na democracy akwai ene ho niama sa leaders ayewe wode won agina we Trump ne ho niama wo mu hina na ugiri so obetua democracy akwanto no so we wi ase because when we say democracy wo hwe Africa ha aba form the West Africa democracy with problems na wo hwe even general Africa any other places democracy I mean unim Huntington no more can say is the only game in town no sa nipa benu wo mu hina na oba obe strengthen democracy wutie won kasa won akekenya wo mu hina na obe strengthen democracy all over the world obi wo ho a wanhwe ni a so nu no dia democracy beko form ana ka bibi kire
ekwan bi so yehu Donald Trump pen obetena akonya no mu mfie 9 ana kwan bi so Harris ono so ekwan bi so yehu ni da ono ankasa ene Joe Biden pray nti inani so ade hunu egu ho ansana achi no Joe Biden fa no eka no ho ana samre so a osan ejina no ono so akansam dodo no United States of America agia tun se kamam kabia mamu a ewo wiase nyina no omo na omo agi asi omo na so na ekwan bi so omo sans de omo sika edi akiri dodo no eno ntino ye kanon dodo afam ebetumi aka se omo mienu nyina no omo ntwe omo ho mfiri sanhihye dindindin enzo se de na prof ekano ene Dr. Nsako enso ekano seti bia no nsakyrae ewo omo mienu entem se wo hwa Donald Trump one enya nkoto abai NATO omo ho keka omo kakra NATO nyina no ejina kabam kabi amamu emu fo no akeka wo mo ho abom de aye eku a omo de bo omo aman ho ban eno ntino se NATO no ahoden dodo no anu titiri omo sikasem no ejina America force no eba fom a ekwan bi so it will be weakening democracy around the world. Nti se yade no enyina so akasa ekwan bi so etime akasa Donald Trump presidency ebe weaken democracies around the world because oye obia why fixated on United States of America ekwan bi so onye ntum se America sika omudi ye niema bebre. In fact mfie na ya odi kan ba no o share ema countries na no omo wona to mu ebi de sika dodo bi ebebo anato mu for the first time. Nti eno ye one and two o share once again ojidi say our say American industries and especially automobile industries. He was very particular with the Michigan state and how our automobile industries I was say omo emium na omo support to omo timi compete. There's a way America using its economy encourage countries be ama omo kabi amamu nhihye akoso, even including China. America is courting China to open up, and through that, America be the market. Ama China ayemu adwuma bebre. And using the economic factor to encourage democracies around the world. Osha, Donald Trump was blunt. So who did I say American taxpayers' money? You cost support to automobile industry biana any America ho. Now or share how through that policy, American taxpayers' money, they best support to automobile production in the United States and creating jobs there. About America's leadership around the world in promoting democracy. About from area higher baby, Madam Harris, or the very opposite of Donald Trump. You check, sir, and at the same time, then what I say, the Democratic Party's leadership about promoting democracy around the world. Donald Trump will not do it, at the same level. Hello.
Obi ye na de woni krom. Aden net say yen aye wo Africa, Ghana. Ese how yen. Lessons ben you bit ma pick afiade.
Lessons in the baby. Adeba ko ni say one. Oman bia here stability. Say oman no hihye bigina na oman na timi adi ni dwuma na oman no nkoso eno so atimi akoso. And you can say amama ya obi asi nyina kambo international state system. Do your man bia opu ma ekoso o babi. Wani na ho so kra e fa wo. Say America man ejina na America man sikasem ejina. E pushi ewiase amama nyina o mo sikasem nso. Enu ntino democracy in America one. Say emu ebie and then two. Why na edi animu ntiase ben and odi edi animu. Esan say amama nyina no eye connected one to the other in a systemic fashion. And semi bu when ntimi nkan nyina twi papa. The santino bibi e koso America no yet Ghana ha yempo yentimi enkase emfire ho. Ahu say enyanwa say na nsen ya the US Secretary of State, but no betu in Ghana, yen shishaya, the Juma Wahanu. If he said, almost him say, democracy is not ekoso ewo wiase ama amamu a ema wiase emu edwo omugidi se historically two democracies hesitate before engaging one another in any conflict. Almost historically. And you know, and Tiasia wo America for and Tiasia omudia ura amamamu concerning kabam kabi amamu nhihye. So we are say my mind do no edi kabam kabi amamu eye adwuma Tiasia ni say enkoso ebeba wo wiasim asumdwe ebeba wo wiasim. Enti yes, yet yemamu de Ghana yeti enso yentimi nka say America how America for nkwa dia.
Mababa srawo bio prof yere ba yan komo no so ufi bibi ase na wo de yan nantew abato no wo sate se wo ka ho asem e prof ayi obi be kese o so wo kwa America enye nyina na yeto woto abawo wotu fi baabi na wo de akọ baabi na watu aso edi baabi prof ufi ase na bomodin fayen hyenmu hefu na edi kan to aba na edi kan na wo fi hɔ a hefu na to aso ene he na fi yatu ankomo no so
yo said na me chiremu no American about no obi atubi obi a emrama no kwan se oto aba no otubi na emom no mato awie no kwan e fa so yi omampani no e na yensakra ewu said me kire no nipa dodo a omoto aba yi omampani no ye 538 omo no you know the electors, and those are called the electoral vote na states bia no, and it dates back to akon civil war no. After the civil war no form union no na pese hu say state obi state ni nyina be ka bomu nti no create no mienu. One was the Senate. State bia e will vote back in the Senate. Every state has one senator. Then they have the Congress, the House of Representatives now, based on the district. And therefore, the votes are counted based on precinct. In the state, you have any pay woman now, you check the electoral vote, you know. Now, I'm so starting blue wall state and a red wall state. Blue wall state and a red wall state, you know. You have two abani we are, say them muno. State be oha, omodi to na se win popular vote na. Electoral vote o nyina ye de ma. State mienu pe enenya sa. You know, Maine and Nebraska. Omo check according to the percentage of you know, House of Representatives for Amubenya. Others ni nyina omunya unya winipe no mudi ni nyina ama. Maine and your friend say Nebraska only and omunye sadian. Na oba afiwe. And the one other thing is why when we talk about swing state, you need static swing state. You need say bia America will say swing state in AC there be every election bia swing state. Now swing state every they see from previous election. So for instance, over to say your friend say Georgia was a red state. For 60 years, Georgia was a red state. You know, Joe Biden within 2020. Because Joe Biden winning and international say Democrats bet me winning, Republicans bet me winning, it become a swing state. The same to Arizona. Arizona for several years from 1996 and American winning. And 2020 Joe Biden winning. So Arizona has become a swing state. And Yenisa ABA was static swing state. 2024 about 2 years or 2. There are only 7 states omoye swing states. 2016 was different. 2020 no omoye 6 states, but 2024 and there are only 7. And the 7 here: Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, Michigan, and Nevada. About 2 years ago. So, Sir Udi about to say this were the states now Donald Trump and Kamala no moko. Because and now I'm say or in a Republican it mean winning pen na Democrats so it mean win a bit more baby. Now the only thing say West Virginia, for instance. West Virginia is a red state. And you know, hardly do you get any presidential candidate going there to vote, to campaign. Ohio used to be a swing state in 2016. Ohio is no more. Ohio is now a red state. And you don't hear that they were going to those states because they think it is safe for the Republicans.
Swing state, you know, esesa brano. Enya de ejina ho. Nti bibi wo ha. State A ye swinga. Afefoforo no ebe sesa. Yew. Mbacha otu awasam so.
Dog sa na the identity son say ya to aba no me fan say aba ya to 2020 no. Na say me fan say ufa a state like Pennsylvania. Trump won the states in 2016. But 2020, Joe Biden, winning because Joe Biden won the won. And then I'm so me a winning paying into no. One to me say a blue wall state and I say a red wall state. The same thing about Arizona. Arizona for several years, Clinton winning in 1996, and Joe Biden winning in 2020. Every other time, the Republicans they winning. So that makes it a swing state. And I think there's also another state that Donald Trump was able to win. That is Georgia. No, Michigan. Donald Trump won it in 2016. So therefore, now Amana Koya said, so we're winning the obetment winning, and that is how they come out with the swing state. So this election and soon and all of them have their electoral votes. Pennsylvania, for instance, has 19.
And now your friend the battleground.
The issues.
And I said toss up the battleground. Toss up.
Yes, the toss up states no. Toss up any swing states no. So this year, the total number of electoral votes in the toss-up states is 93. And this 93 is controlled by these 7 in states now. Maybe boss we. I'm wondering what that are the
swing states and the battle grounds. And now say the toss-up no. Yo.
Yes, that is the battleground state. Exactly. I want a battleground because I want a year. Say you winning the votes there. But what am I saying?
My mimisao, I will friend then was about to the electoral college votes and here pa ubit popular vote. Na mom when ya electoral college vote na wouldn't mean near bano. Prof, chiri muka kra ho na tie funtio.
Yo, dog said na me chire America no said me chire mu no. E free omontokwa omokon ye na omode tete omontem na omukabo mu no. Abra ombeka bo mu no omo ye omadwen se obi a ose oba beka union no ho anase obeka United States of America no. Eyese wo so no ye ma otumi bi a obetimi dia kire se de ye disi omampani na ene se de ye de hyemra. Enti sa tumi no se be ya bibite se Vermont no population near 690,000 no. One California or 39 million no. California go from Ghana so. Se be ya nyina ntimi ka se ye gina tipen crosso ne akwa yi ayi nti achichem yaso nipa dodo na wo ho no ene ye ma nipa e beto aba na de yi ompani no enti California has 54 electoral votes. Vermont has only 3. And on the attempt to yato aba na ewie no state no wa wo be wini state no popular vote no said yato no Ghana ha no wo na wa wini the state so state a omote asese so onya wini the electoral vote ni nyina be ma no. So California, for instance, who win California automatically, almost 54 electoral votes, but California is a blue wall state. Democrats and a BB winning. And California, no, young Kasa a toss up and as a battleground and as a swing state, a blue wall state. And you know, Moka near when it says here, 2 bunny we are. Yakika Democrats, or Muma Munya, don't want to send your fees on Bitmania. California and in say they are Democrats ni be win into 54 and about near Kayamom. Now what about states are almost your names are among the other Republican, I mean West Virginia, Ohio. You say they are your friends say Republicans ni be winning. Now so they come on and I'm sure say you cry anyam to abani new year. Almost say Democrats electoral votes Democrats 226. Republicans, 219. And Omunina Kunsabaya, Ombaba do 270. 270 no electoral vote no say unya mufa ebroswa and near so winning. It didn't 538, unya 279, so unya more than half of it. Now they're winning. And the south state where I can a bit more red and as a blue no, and then no battleground state. Nature say states parties in me and as a candidates in me no omo kun so benya sa state way abeka omo de onom de akwa do 270. Now issues na air drive these states are different. Oko you say Pennsylvania cost of living is very high. Omo economy any number one thing for Pennsylvania because cost of living Pennsylvania is very high and at the same time unemployment is also hitting them. And the issues that you see in Pennsylvania is totally different from Michigan. When you go to Michigan right now, Michigan used to be a blue state, but Donald Trump won it. And then they're not a swing state or battleground state. But the issues in Michigan now, Michigan has a high Arab population. A more high Arab population, and you know Israel and Gaza and some you know Arabs no, more food Donald Joe Biden, Kakra and Harris. But at the same time, more auto industries no, auto industries no, and but for the first time in the history of America, no, time auto industries no, more strike against the companies no, Joe Biden going to join them. Joe Biden joined the auto industries in a strike. And Joe Biden is seen to be a member of the workers group. Even though Donald Trump is promising, say, I'm an auto industry now a wall. There is some softness for the Democrats based on the support Joe Biden gave to them. Now, when you go to Arizona, for instance, Arizona's issue is different. Arizona is close to Mexico. Because Arizona is close to Mexico, the immigrant population is high. And because of that, immigration is one of the top issues. And let's bear in mind, and Chai in America, Emranenka, Omode Bo and Mahon Baino. My friend Roe versus Wade, and as Roe v. Wade. And Chai in the Supreme Court, America fortress Donald Trump, Abraham Obeyo Mampenino, or appointing more Republicans. Omo etu samrani gui. Nanka mrana womu se oba sebi unfe fro na se pese akra no obema akra na nyini ni awuna utimi ema ho kwan koya abortion. Eye emra naturally the Republicans, the conservatives sabi omo so omo na omo ye Christopher and so free Christopher omo support samra no. Democrats who are the liberals tend to support that. And just a few way, and the Supreme Court to Sam Ranegu. Two, when Donald Trump was a president, Donald Trump expressed interest of support to national ban for abortion if the child is up to 20 years, not up to
8 months.
20 weeks. 20 weeks. And Harris is somebody that they know has been fighting for the woman's right to choose. So either so be kipu akrana and I say on kipu akrana.
Muhammano on kakra. Yo. Prof, what menka? Yo. What menka? Mamen ko Dr. Ochroho. Doc. Ene yenimuni ekọ so America nyina ongafi aso to aba yehwe ne ekọ so. Na wo hwa lessons ben na wo ho emayen. Yen a yewo Africa, yewo Ghana. Lessons ben na wo ho. Yen femfi ase na afi yenwuram.
Well, lessons and Bakuni say person make sure say democracy will always reign supreme. And Pakwan here etimne akame. And ya high ya family de be any floating home corner by a cocky fit. Ya kwaku shishia ya crofo na kwakwa en tokwa na kwe to near there. And fata. I think it's by and large, they have come a long way. And so all other democracies will have to learn from them. But before Metro Ubisa assembly about this electoral, college system. Now I'm say there are principles a genus woman set it up and Prof kakra, but me person me be a social ma ni padodo so. Atiase on say yen de no unitary state anomo de no federal, and philosophy behind this electoral college founding fathers designing ade in such a way say per se president in terms of addressing the needs of the entire country. Until no, almost share in such a way, say electoral college, state way do one hour, state way do 1 hour, state way do 1 hour, so that in terms of development, and favor only heavily populated areas. Because Omutidi say direct popular elections, could lead to tyranny of the majority. And in the say we are here complaining about winner take all. Nanka enye nwa say ya to ya bewie 2020. Na ekuomi no obi antini enya majority. But you just had one person saying say me kokose with the one that had the presidency, so to speak. Then it means to say all resources, control of it, the other half, they have nothing. And they say direct popular elections, it will lead to tyranny of the majority. In Tinabanasana, smaller states, any rural areas, could easily be overlooked. So densely populated areas in a unitary state like Ghana, Osha, Ponce, and Pembe, they get more development than the other, districts or regions. So you can mention Greater Accra region. You can mention, Ashanti region. You can mention, Western region and so on and so forth. Into what you say, but yes, it was to prevent things like that. So that in as much as Cropper say, on crop for a letter will and also in terms of distribution of resources, they ensured say this electoral college system no prevented things of that nature. And you know, in terms of federalism, almost say key principles.
Then a Juma pan way.
Pacho say. Bisabio.
College in then Juma pan way. Wabatunum.
Almost say there's a possibility so to me really popular vote, but the electoral college, you know, in the fighting for civil war no modinya omo found no, it was to ensure unity. And in Tinakwa to say, yeah, obaya mamua, ya nananom, akwakono, omukwakono a, no muwinia, no machi chirikro, no mwesi akonya, na baba ya mani tine said, ni odini moja, any edugu hono. He must have a stake. And I think, say, omo model, omo sawe system, no, on the ancient Roman system, the senatorial system, the army system, what they built was what they call democracy. That, you know, contribution, your status in the state was dependent upon Niaude Eba in terms of contribution. I don't know what they talk about, the key principles under the philosophy under the electoral college system. And they said, almost the division and sharing of powers, you know, to ensure that division and sharing of powers between state and national government. And also making sure that there is that representative democracy. And you know, citizens, you know, by electing representatives to make sure that decisions on their behalf, you know, are rather taken directly by those whom they will elect as lawmakers. And the electoral college system, you know, is also to ensure that keenly they protect minority interest. Minority interest. In our case, you know, in our electoral system, which is supposed to have been a lesson, I will see from the minority interest, you know, is always run aground. We say, your parliamentary democracy in power. The minority will have their say, but we, the majority, will have our way. And you know, though it has its own challenges and controversies, you know, I think by and large, you know, and I'm making sure, say, the states are more united, no, always remain as such. Since how you no electoral college system, no,
American system now. First of all, your friend voters and never quite to wangaba. No electors. Na sa electors no one electoral college no. Na sa electoral college no ekujina ho atwaba the president. Na obi bebi sa say anka voter na to na ba wi a ade na electoral college no ko yi president mame sa wote ase nti wo de betoto ye ndi hu ankrofo kese wonden like the ordinary voter no otwaba indirectly na electoral college no na otwaba nkasa yi president no yo enti wo de toto ye ndi won ha yang nene yende na ye correct yang ye to yang aba direct ni nga yi president ye mfa nkofa college bi aso wo hwe na bi na etren
o say mama yesu ye wure mfi say ye system a combination of the American and the Westminster system. And you know, the AFP say ebedia boy and we deal with the popular vote. Ebedia boy and no and efa. Omo dia no, it is in relation to the founding of the state. Into no philosophy a bit different. Ana untimi mfa akwa enkwa yo hen emani nye yi. Ya na no mo ko age oman no e esi wo state in the esi wo no. You cannot do away with their contribution. And you know, omono the essence of it, you know, say no ejina ho ama sa to me no any unitedness, you know, they be they're very, very important. And I will share omo put say they don't want a situation now. Popular vote create tyranny. It is very easy to create tyranny. And I'm going to say, yeah, dear, no, a sinto a woman say, imagine say, ya to aba, nani padudu say, ato aba say, na motimi enya parliament apai, nani pa ba akwa say, then suddenly everything turns to one person, and it is all winner takes all. In their system, the minority were interested, you know, by that electoral way, the processes, are maintained and protected. And that for me is crucial. Very crucial. We may go the popular way. And you see, the popular vote, article. That's an article.
What the menka? What the menka?
I'm a telling causes here.
What won abana? Ubi enya 270. Intina abana pai. Ebana sa. Wonga nkasa nso electors no electoral college no kwoto abano na wonga yi ayo mampanin no wonga ku break sa atai no na enya no bia na ehu a yeto na first round yenya president yeko run off enya no bia ni
I'm say asase no wasambisa no because the network na twitwa si entmante. Hello, I'm Fiasibio.
Doc, what am I?
Metunka.
You. Bia, what about America? Ubi enya 217. You. Anunti, net say, say, what for coin be so na wato, na we president. A hands yet to Rebia Yatua, yenya winner. Nti say for coin be so, na yako second round, near to, na. Yes, being and yet the same thing.
Well, it is not about say bia about work say bia pay more chene akwakoewe. I was saying about one no ehun faso. Emfaso dia no eno ne esinto a waye die no mu. So, ya wo kwan bia network die edio. Okay.
Wo hwe nia ekoya obi bisawo mesa akwahye ni gina ho ade na America to aba na say hawen ye dwenhu ye ntiri tu afiso lessons ben ade ben ni betume asua ewo America be ya wotwe na yere ko akoto aba 7 December den ni betume asua de aba kan yende ho ne nga ye na hye ne ma
Osuahu bebre
ebini na wan
edu meka kakra ba konne se ense ehye yinkran na yehu se democracy ana se kabina minka bi abembu no
yo
obi ani honoma ne de no eye perfect obi ade etosin kakra sabio yen bibrim hanom no ekwaba amaho bebre so Sierra Leone, Liberia, countries bebre ekobaya efi elections and elections nti enam so na say queen by na say yesuan ye hu say and yes simple America say one last elections asana ya worry ne kan a problem wo wie no Trump lucy is also on lucy na won wiem yet is asem we bibrim hada nti say ye hu say yenko na sebe election kan no asem nti yen hye ye hu nkran na yen so yen decide na so yes bibifu yentimi in elections na mom no den so bia sua kwankwan a ode be sade na nti esi if you chance be bia ye perfect afi so sa yaw na kasa twini ade aye kan ye mpe no wonso wo ye bi sabio Trump de awucha oba no mpoa campaign mu nsem bebre nti esi hu say yet to sin wa kwampi so de na so democracy no obi and do perfect stage ye nyina say bo ye ho modern na ye ko yen nim ene ya de so abakwa me feel say say yesu afi won chan two say yesu afi won chan so say why elections are won sorry nka say made in kunim we ye din kugu say wo my electoral commission no and body ku aye in charge no na e kire nya we din kunim ene nya we din kugu na wa won bon ho sabran ka say una we ye una we din kunim there is a say if you want change. Me into a question of this about concern say I didn't America election for you. America we are seeing now one be your men bia okwan bi so was men bia na say asem si wo honoma enye susan so bia we are see afana nyina sikani ahode ni akodi awowo no so so no esin o men biara de nti na fe so yen Ghana no ye de won digwa ye to yem fi won chen ye to yen koko na yen nyama so ma won nti asem si honoma e kan yen won so na wo boy wo my aid among our my aid wo my mwa na ye de jan yen nan so no e ho hia pa say obonreka say 40% of yen budget no if outside sources na America di makonimpa won a wo boa ye nya sika afi bia de buya ma na America ka ho enti anything e be si hono bia no e fa ye ho
doc den na we hu American system ma uje di say eye nanka yetumi fa bi ba yandi ma e ba boa yen
oh nyeme pi wo hono ma say ye fa ye e bi ni sa democracy ya meken
yo
esiye hu say esiye koso yet to sing the but once what to sing obi eni ono ma oye me perfectly in the say ko yen kabina minka free speech say no so yetumi ye kabi and na once no institutions work ni ameka na otwum ne say je share what dia to say what ye bibia no ekoso pepepe Trump born ho saban say o win last elections no now institutions when I say judges bibia ye pepe me bibia dedi institutions work bibia ye ne job pepe na no na say you chef you want chance yes institution say yen court yen press media bibia be na juma say bibia koso ya president no nko an to me bibia they say you share in so you want chance and I say young man for no so no citizens ordinary people young yeah man no so yes say ma ye ni ku politics ho na bibia rekoso ya de yan adwene na ye ni de akiri na bibi nkoyi ya ka ya demonstration na say ya ka na won a we de so na hu say won to me fire keke say ye we na sabi ye ni da ho ye manyama ntosi
problems bang na we hu wa America we je di say ye boy ho bang fi sa de no
bakone we intolerance say ayaw say wona wiye na obi de onye kabinam ka bia man no ten bia no you have opponents say ten bia no what ye bibia obi na obesi akan say kabinam ka bia banete what can say obi so can say na mo na see hu say so obi na won ya adwene a enche say your tamfo and na dey ba say yesua so obi na won ni adwene a enche say your tamfo so we MPP no be NDC a enche say mo ya tamfo na mo no madwena enko baako wo bebe hu keke enuane and they say mo hu say Mackenzie no mo resi aka keke dia pretumi na so mo ya tamfo and they say mo fa mo say mo ya tamfo na mo ye na etraso eno na dey say me feel say chef won che wo ye we num nyina nso bi nche bi nto president baako be win baako be lose we wi na won wi again mrana eye djuma o time pa no kra ese mrana eye djuma won ye no ni awo pe eye mrana eye djuma enso nya de so ya mesia fi America France ese so fi won che
right Professor Noti statistics modeling no huniama so wo hwe ne ekoso wa America ya no huniama dan ni betuma asua fi American sen wo predict elections and wo model elections a betuma asua ne de abayan ha empem bebre no ba hwe en ha ya ubon se fe ye koto aba na nipa bi se nyankopon ne won akasa enyam fomso na mom usua science kakra ye nga usua science keto modern de akasi o what is scientific knowledge in a universal na a verifiable it is say uko bi a sanete na unsu di okwan a wode hwehwe sa animu de na unsu bekwa kuduo yo se obi di sunsun bi ehunene so na wa hu se na babekwa ye nyina ntumi ni achi ebize mmeme wo mentemansum me hu menne so then na wo hwe American system no na you be to make sure in terms of predictions, modeling. Yede baha ebeboy.
Oh, nyama bebre.
Bobo bi ni enti.
Ba ko ni say almost systems are ewo ho no. Systems no work. Enti say u building model na say problem ba model no kra in terms of prediction na you know the source enti you can correct it and later on deploy. But yan de no I am say problems kakra wo yan hihye no enti eya ntem bi no senia ebia prediction no be ko no enye sa na ebesi. But we are open, we are still learning. Meno your predictions are is based on the American swing analysis omoye in previously.
Yes.
Ena yensu yesuan enti eya to de bia yesuan de omoye no na ye de ye mfato na yensu ye de improve ye de no.
What for say political parties ewo Ghana han ehun be hia say wonya sa experts no to say mo statistics no mathematics no no woboa na wotumi boa ne predict elections na ebem if say me no ye nim say elections no scientific na akwan no nga predict obiya follow ma basabasa
I reduce it sa basabasa yo no because wa wonim say prediction no enko ma ho enti ye vote na say anko ama ho a wa wonim just say wa control exams wa wonim say questions are ye bisa o yi
20 months
want to answer and a results aba what try f wa wonim enti no it depends our understanding of the electoral system. And me hun say say ye best dia omo ye no.
For the political parties in so which me sua sanime.
So omo sua.
Yo.
And they should engage some of us. Yeah, want him there or statistics. They should get closer to us. We can assist them.
And then I'm doing when be say nti brain so ye to say Ghana to say Eugene you be to me say kwakoye elections statistics political science any allied groups bit my translate aye one prediction what the abetra bonten over the brain so say yes adam
oh yet to me yeah but in prempi you know on say o building model now as say ukwa abonti usi abonti so na collect data but eno ne asem no because ebia wonya sika no doso sika ye di collect sa information doso enti anka yetimi ye ne sa na ye di boxi dia existing data ne ka ena dia wo be collect na udi account. And you can do a better prediction.
Ninti America say if you say some say science no ebe mo more say Americans way ya nkrofo adwene fi obi so dai obi hu nani so na fei oyi say me na me wini wode won anu na keka no am attention ba form
I know there before so
me get this say ya kono sa but my last one problem ben when who American won modeling the statistical predictions and when you ma wo fro say and also emwa nti say your copy bibi a yenhwe ni yo
no on say every modeler ube building no assumptions was so and say we see na say we see na say we see a say na beba no and say amba no saa na trese ebia assumptions are uye no you were wrong in the first place and na eba no saa no and sometimes we build a model na say we deploy na say prediction na ankoya say you should come back and reflect and see why you went wrong. Last 4 years, America, almost two Abano. Say prediction go the other way around. And it is possible, say Babano, but you should be able to reflect and then you will check. Say, oh, I don't know, 20 and a 20 na ban.
So to make sure near this sad in about.
This sad in about.
All right. Professor Note, Mamen call Professor Brignaho. Prof, Bacho was ya, Mamento Unka. Prof, near your show America, near ma Ecosi, you. Would you say, would the word the America politics a chi ache, a bepai, make as a bepaya, near President Bizan say, Oba Kubenya 217 votes in an answer, Eremaso. Okay. My main call, Dr. Machin. Dr. Machin, what's in America, Ecosia, Mammy Missau. 217 na, Etiso Bakunya, na we dino. So, Ebebaso, and Emaso.
Baso.
Then na wehu na yehu ye. Then na wate na yente ye.
Omo can say too close to call. Any day, Omo aka. By the end of the day, no, a winner will be produced. In fact, Omo also Sanjidi say the bear obi lusu benya no hunti ase. There should be a clear winner. Omo Anjidi sa. Na Omo enso enim. Generally, uncertainties be brave system no because of it can be, but me can home this issue. I think even that one because of talk about it. Democrats, you know, one more support base, you know, be brave. I punch it. The support base for the Democrats, I punch it on two grounds. One, economy, no, ensure that and now papa states be brave. And Donald Trump will take advantage. HSA or not no bet me ama American economy no Jan and also. And the youth one more enumasem or houses here or bet me at the GDA out to Donald Trump so likely. So they have also announced that this time around about 8 million youth and almost capture them to be about 1/5 of the whole voters. And you know, I'm from they'll be voting for the first time. These people that I'm talking, members of the youth, who will be voting for the first time, roughly, Oma capture to be 8 million. And one more challenge by economic issues, unemployment. Trump has come in, and there's a fear that a bit more tilted towards that end. Two, the Arab Americans, and then the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Traditionally, vote to the Democratic Party. For some reasons that we know, they are not voting. In fact, some of them have put themselves together and have been campaigning terribly. Because Donald Trump has promised that that war will end within a very short time if he should win. Even that of the Israeli-Palestinians. Or say he will, end that war. And at the same time, one of us, I can't watch on the Russian-Ukraine war, he will end it. Indeed, there are those people who do this American money, our more pumpy good, Russian-Ukraine war, pointless. And that, but for the United States of America, some conflict should not be there. And Donald Trump has clearly stated, say, the beginning of the timeline, crowd to him, say, Odin Kulima war will stop. On how. These are issues in the absence of
now we share Harris ne record woman here na Americans dey need this what the to me manner ababua.
I think saying issue based. Issue based. The way politics need to know one monolithic sort of variable who can say a major determining factor. Issue based. in the gender issues, the core issue revolves around abortion. The Democrats, and the issue based. I think the core issues and medical I can't answer. And then American-China relationship, and also a zero into economic issues. The aspect of supremacy, so much American-China relations. One, domestic issues, and then two, international issues. The domestic issues, the economy, abortion, immigration. Also, Donald Trump or edge over the Democrats, because Donald Trump has laid, his cards on the ground that Obey sending all illegal immigrants away, out, or timeline, or specific program, or Obey deploy, so or win. Issue based. I think like they are saying, you have to wait, for the some backing kind money in a week. But then say Tibiano, at the end of the day, a clear winner will come out. I don't think a best split it now I create any issue here.
I'm say we should pay takrema hina no be winning.
I do it very difficult to call. Very, very difficult to call.
Okay, egun say you no. Anu nti ka bibi kire no bia o ka ama obi ari nye wogwan. Aha.
Oh, enya dia me wa hodi a me de be kan bi. Sa America for elections pa de me ntimi enkolo. Me sheda ni bibia din a kire me say we ne bedi nkunima na we ne bedi nkunim. I will not be surprised obi obedi nkunim bia no. I will not be surprised.
Dr. Amachi yebeda wase so wanya bre na waboa yen yensa kan we de bribia no yehia wa yebeto nsafra aseda wode da wase
ndamase
Professor Brenya ho prof yo wo so ya prof se na niema ko America yi wode wani toto ho a wo hwa den factors na ebe influence voter choices na more ama baako asen obaako.
The issues are different. And as I was saying previously, state biya any home. Generally, economy no idea a handful for. But when you go to states like Georgia, our main issue is the preservation of democracy. Sambeka 2020, Georgia na Donald Trump offer phone of fresh Secretary of State in the sense omwa nanka omunya maybe umbetimi attending the election. So Georgia is also one of the states right now currently Donald Trump ekujina court to say senka America kamima mikebi amemunu obetu. Then when you go to Michigan area and in Omana, the Arabs, where you have a lot of the Arabs, they are worried about what is going on in Gaza. And then those to the border states are worried about immigration. It's in the adding, but over the turnout as we are hearing now. Emma, this time around, I'm just say about so far. Emma Topa. This is the first time that they are going to election where Roe v. Wade, they about same day Supreme Court dia ebeye emra the bomb mahu by abortion how they take decision about themselves. This is the first time and also abeye a keen issue. Several states crown as issue on the ballot and adding Sanka. If the pools were anything to go by, despite the closeness of the pool, and the fact that many of the women now, they are concerned about they taking decision about themselves there, then you would want to say that Harris, Abia, an advantage. But 2016 makes it difficult to say because 2016, every poll showed that Donald Trump was going to lose. In the end, every poll was proven wrong. And then it is very difficult now to say, ebeko bonkum anase beko nifa. In any case, Trump and call for some very confident say omube win. Kamala and call for some so very confident so omube win. Yeah, who said yeah, and your man oko. Nemum, ade ba kwa me pese yeah hwe. It I see. You see, in America they have something they call the red mirage. Friend red mirage and a blue shift. Red mirage in the say so we say you started to above fra. Republicans, mostly the white people who like to live in rural areas. Areas where the precinct has smaller people. The counties have very few people.
Prof, my was summary 1 minute. Na yedi jumedino abewie.
The American United say abano ye besati abuboy Donald Trump ndi anybody kaba. If he said in call forward baby a nipa no sunti abano ebeba na esi odikai na odikai na say efe Democrat dem no ba enam so mo call for no do so nti no na esesana Ghana for ye can say be America ye nioma enam ye hwam 2020 BBC Donald Trump who said him man bana ekire dan was here wi aban e de Ghana for ye fanye hwam se eto aba na e bia sebi bia wo de wo no enioma no start aba na se ekire no ko dania me enko he say Donald Trump kra no say oye your friends the older democracy no otimi sorry tira won say anka emanu ya to atia no ntimi so mekwa akoye bi ye ntwan na bibia nko na wiye na die no kra ene papa yo ya giatum
say wenya brain wa beboa yen yesra say bra bia ye beto nsa befre wo no ye gedi say obeji awa tu mako Dr. Ochire ho doctor ma wo closing remarks ka bibi kire yen ne akui den na ye betuma fafim na ye de aba ye aboa yen Ghana abatuga ewe yen animu.
I'm saying no dear, my din kind I can answer in my second way, no. You're also going to put me on the spot to say behind me shut a crab of mine baby, but when be some. I think we may also have to take a cue from
Mamfa and also you hina na osha obewini.
As a fun say economy, issues of immigration, issues of unemployment near there, then I'm suspecting that Donald Trump is going to win. But if the electorate believe in terms of home democracy to be affected, freedom and other things will be affected because the Democrats are saying certain things like that about Trump there, then probably Kamala Harris will win. But I think that Donald Trump is likely to win this election.
Say when your brain now wababoya and you find me did say brepem near Frawa, Yabasan Yansaka, Yadawasi. Dr. Ansakwe, my closing remarks 1 minute na yampong.
Ye American say, Nia obe to me a man crofra to a banner, on no obe wing. They say, well, Ben won't to me na Yabonta. Now, Nia obe to me, I mobilize the voters to vote, Now I am most likely to win. But Netibiano, I think it's said to be a close election. The other remark I make, last one is we will be signed for Professor Question for elections. Yes, you can say, yes, America now, the polls are not always correct. In the times past, they've often been wrong. Again, they pay more and more attention nowadays to exit poll rather than predictions before the elections. Them says you so a beboa. Them say exit poll tend to be more accurate than long predictions.
That's it. Prof, yeah. My summary.
The summary is say baby ebeko bia efa bia ebeko no yedi be esuahu Usha, about election, it looks very much close to Yende, no. Trump atena suda Ghana de no nso Mahama atena suda Mahama di 4 years say onya some 6 months bi ansana but onya 4 years wanya 8 years Trump nya 4 years ena Democrats no betwe mu Kamala Harris vice president ya to no so aba say ongo gina Osha Ghana de no so a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president ogina ama MPP enti
dino kura na dem niam sese wo ho
ese enti yehwe se na ebekọ no na yehwe se yenye de no nso saa na ebekọ no ana se nsembe bem
yo am say tiefo aha na ye de dwumadin beba wie ye tietie America fo koto ngaba obi bebi sese na America to aba efa ye ho mpanimfu a enne ye to nsafre hu abekyerekere mu nyina amenhu se America to aba efa ye ho ne titiri wodo amemu bi wa ha eye nkrofo fa ho de eye human rights akokon wo wiase ene egwadi a na mfofa ewo ye ntem ne ho ne menti America ne yekoso no bibia ne ho hian ezane se obroni bekese wiase nyina aye global village aye oman baako enu nti ne esi wo baako mu no enu ya na ekọ bia medie de se ne ampanimfu akan matie na so pam enu nti munwen ho ne yenhwe se ne ebekọ na emom yemfa bibi mfim na yemfa meto ye oman ho na yensu ade pa bi na yekoto aba ya ye ne etie na bibia no mum yenkai hu se Ghana ne yamman yeni oman fufuru bia yensom ne nyina medamase ade enche
and stop the lotto. Oh, boys, keep on the beat.
Pleasure. Mama Africa, they don't tear squatter, they don't blow a meter. We coffee see fast now. What that we require? It's a simple life now. No big clock to chaser, no they fail as a leader. They go come and meet and down with you when they need your vote. When they need your vote, oh 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 oh. They go come and meet and down with you when they need your vote. When they need your vote, oh 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 oh. Feast the country, no they lie as